been a big day for a former Camp Pendleton Marine. He went home to New Jersey for the first time since a roadside bomb put him in a wheelchair more than a year ago. Andy Robinson's life has changed a great deal since that explosion, but not exactly in the ways you may think. David Davis joins us now live in the newsroom. David?
Yeah, you have to ask yourself how you would react to the news that you'll never walk again. And oh yeah, those guys who were sitting next to you, they didn't make it. Andy Robinson has handled it with an amazing amount of dignity.
It was June 20th, 2006, a little more than a year ago, just outside Fallujah. This is all that's left of Robinson's Humvee. 3 of his fellow Marines died instantly.
I made my dad write the names of the guys down and their ages and post it at the end of my bed so I could look at their names and think of them, because just I couldn't believe that some guys died and I'm still here.
But still being here wasn't easy. Andy would have to endure more than a dozen major surgeries over the next 7 months, and he is left today as a C6 quadriplegic with impairment in all 4 limbs. When we first met him last February, he and his wife Sarah were still getting used to their new lifestyle.
Well, if you're in the military or if you go through a traumatic experience like this, that's going to wipe your marriage out in a few months. If your marriage is strong, then your marriage is going to be that much stronger.
A month and a half shy of their 3rd wedding anniversary, Andy and Sarah seem to be doing just fine and are now headed home to New Jersey to see some friends for the first time since high school.
I'm not really concerned about, if they're a little bit apprehensive about my injury or my physical disabilities. I'll be glad to educate them, and I think once they start hanging out with me for more than 5 minutes, they'll see that still the same old guy.
But in actuality, Andy Robinson is not the same old guy.
I'm proud to have been a Marine. To hear Congress talk about surrendering really makes me angry.
He has lived and learned, nearly dying in the process. And through it all, and through a new national commercial sponsored by a nonprofit political action group, he believes in his heart now is not the time to pull out of Iraq.
The Iraqi army and the Iraqi police are really stepping up. The local tribes, the sheikhs are stepping up and taking responsibility, and they're tired of the violence. They want to change.
Well, Robinson says it's extremely tough on the Marines in Iraq because this is the first war where they come back each day and watch the news on TV. And those reports seem to focus more on the body count than on the small successes they're a part of most days. Live in the newsroom, David Davis, KUSI News.
Brave man, and we will remember those successes. Thank you, David.
All right.